12 News Now on WPRI.com. I'm Ted Nesi. Well, it's a question we've been getting a lot over the course of the pandemic. How many of the people listed as being hospitalized with COVID-19 in Rhode Island were there because of COVID-19, that is, due to symptoms caused by the virus and the illness it causes, versus people who were in the hospital for something else, like perhaps a broken leg, but tested positive for COVID while they were there or on admission to the hospital, even though that's not what they were being treated for? Well, we haven't had that data in Rhode Island until now. The health department releasing information this week that gives us a closer look. What it shows is last summer and into the fall, when the Delta variant was spreading and became the predominant strain of COVID in Rhode Island, as high as 81% of patients in the hospital who had COVID-19 were there, the health department says, because of COVID, either specifically their COVID symptoms or other things that were being attributed, at least in part, to COVID. That stayed above 70% into the fall. But then we see a sharp drop-off this year, which coincides with the rise of the Omicron variant, which, as we know, led to a record number of cases, but many cases that were less severe. And what we see is that in the last 4 weeks of March, only about 26% of the people hospitalized with COVID-19 in Rhode Island, that's about 1 in 4, are officials saying it was the primary cause of their hospitalization. Then another 15% where it was a contributing cause of their hospitalization. But that means a bit more than half of the people who have been in the hospital and had COVID-19 this month have not been there specifically to treat a condition caused or exacerbated by COVID. So an interesting look not only at what those hospitalization figures mean, but also how it's changed as these different variants come. They're going to be releasing this data more regularly, and we'll of course continue to track it. With the Target 12 investigators, I'm Ted Nesi, 12 News.